Hey everybody, this is John Marsden with Houston's Unsolved Homicides. We're here in Houston. We fight against gun violence, domestic violence, human trafficking. We also feed the community, feed the homeless community downtown. Every third Sundays, we do something downtown 100 Hamilton at 2 o'clock. So next month, well this month, I'm sorry, February 16th, we're gonna be feeding downtown at 100 Hamilton. We give the people a full meal. Chicken, cornbread, everything, we give them full work so they're full. But besides that, we're here in the community fighting for our loved ones that lost their lives due to violence. You have so many victims that lost their life to violence. There's nothing unsolved. So we need to come together as a community to fight against these crimes. We got to march together. We got to stand in City Hall together. We have to reach our congressman, a representative, and let them know that we stand for justice. Whenever we speak the truth. We're not here for money. We're not here for fame. I lost my son December 29, 2017. His name was Fabian Smith. He was shot by his friends. He took it in my own hands to fight for other families in need, become the voice for our community. Because in the black and brown community, we have so much violence need to stop.
34-year-old was shot in southwest Houston by her fiancé as horrified witnesses looked on. That according to police. Now her family says they have a message for others.
This is much bigger than my sister. This is about domestic violence.
11:50 Friday night, gunshots rung out at this apartment complex off of Hollyview Drive in southwest Houston. Dominique's fiancé, 39 years old Kendrick Atkins, as a person of interest. Dominique's mother saying she thought her daughter had met the man of her dreams.
She didn't deserve this. He took my baby.
Dominique's mother telling us she wants her daughter to be remembered as a loving and hardworking person.
I go by Queen. Previously, Shimon Chavez. I am Pretty P, aka Dominique, Jefferson's older sister. First, let me say that feeling guilty that it has taken this for the community to come together. When this has been going on for decades, due to that rule, what goes on in the house stays in the house. I believe that's where it stems from, because violence is a learned behavior. People come from many branches. You were born in different families. Everybody is not the same. The way that people are taught love or learned how to love is not what, you know, some of their spouses are. And when they get together and they can't identify, or they can't even get in touch with who they are and what their problem is and fix them, and then they get together, it becomes toxic. First of all, she didn't have a fair chance at life. Let's say that. All my sister was trying to do was find her place in the world. And that's just like with anybody. You want to feel loved, you want to feel like you belong to something, to somebody. It was just that we grew up in an environment that if he didn't hit you, he didn't love you.
I'm Shatina, her daughter, but I'm Dominique's niece. Battering, often referred to as domestic violence, is one of the most common last reported crimes in the world, which it really is. Battery takes many forms, including a range of threatening and harmful behavior as far as verbal as anything. It can come from anything. Even kids get abused. Not just women, not just men. Kids get abused as well. Me watching my auntie go through what she went through, I watched the entire thing. But telling her about her man was another level of things. You couldn't tell Dominique that this is that, this is that. You can't tell them because it backfires on you. Especially when you get into it with her behind me. So I never said nothing. It just makes me mad that I watched majority of things happen and I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just kept it to myself, and I was like, maybe if I saw the things, she saw it. I act just like her. So I'm like, okay, if she see it, I mean, if I see it, she see it. So I never said anything until the incident happened. I got the first call. I was the first one there. And that is a lot on me to just even process in that.
My name is Kiwana Sterling. I'm from Houston. I lost my mother when I was 6 years old due to domestic violence. My mother was with a guy who's currently still in Houston, and it's crazy because I'm listening to all these stories and they sound familiar, even though a lot of my memories of my mother are very vague. But as a child, you're always going to remember things that were very tragic. Started a group to where we go and we get children who have lost their parents to domestic violence, and we pretty much take care of them throughout the year. School clothes, Christmas, things like this. I take them on lunch days, you know, just talk, open up, listen to it, because I was that child. And so every time I hear a child that's lost their mother, it breaks my heart, and it breaks my heart for a different reason, because I was that child. And I know that people are gonna think like, okay, the older you get, you know, you come to a realization that your mother's not here. It never gets easy. And for people who have not lost their mother, it is horrible for you to insinuate that that child should be okay at any point in their life from that situation. And society is very selfish when it comes to that. The DePelchin Center is available. It's free. It is very much free. There are resources out here for these kids and families to get help.
I feel like nobody deserves to go through it. I had somebody come to me and tell me they're a friend of mine, they was a friend of P's, and so forth, and they came to me and cried to me and said that basically they were in an abusive relationship and they were scared to leave because they didn't want to wind up like Pretty P. And for me to hear that, it hurted. It hurts. And like I said, nobody should have to go through that. So if you know somebody that went through it, if you know somebody that's going through it, even if they don't want to leave, drag them by their hair, their shirt, their toes, their finger, whatever, and pull them out of that situation. So I'm gonna end that.
1, 2, 3.
I do this for the people and the homies in the streets. Shout out to Don Bino and them certified G.